Hey, I'm Arjun. I'm a co-founder at ResiDesk. We're a startup. We have about 10 employees. And Heroku for us is a 5 out of 5 product. To tell you the truth, we considered only like a couple options before Heroku because I'd used Heroku at previous companies too. We had considered Amazon Web Services, kind of doing it ourselves. And we also considered, potentially hosting it on a couple of other platforms. The only one we seriously tried was Amazon Web Services. And ultimately, we decided to kind of move off of that and move directly to Heroku because we wanted to focus on our product, not on the infrastructure setup, and B, the price was right, the ease of use was right, and it was so easy to connect to all of the other apps and services that we wanted to use. Again, to us, it was very simple, right? Heroku made it so I didn't have to think about how we have to like deploy our application, think about compatibility, think about like different versions of, Node and other engines. It also made it so I didn't have to think about connecting to important services like my cache and my database. I don't have to think about, rotating my keys and things like that. All of these things are really small sort of aspects of how you have to run a software business and a software infrastructure every single day. And the reality is that Heroku made it really easy for me not to have to worry about all the little details so that I, as the founder, can focus on just figuring out how we can build a product that works for our customers. Super easy. And I think they are masters of doing this, right? Like they were the first platform to actually make it easy to get started with them, and they've only gotten better over time. So for us, once we made the decision to move to Heroku, probably it took us maybe like a day of setup to make sure that everything that we had in our app was running. But once that was set up, it was literally like I was connected to GitHub, I knew how to deploy, I could set up different environments for staging and testing. I had all of my connected services right there, all of my environment variables. Frankly, like it took us maybe an hour start to finish to actually get something working, and then the rest of the day to kind of fine tune it. And then once that was done, it was done, and we were up and running. Obviously, highly recommend it. I think the way to think about Heroku is if you are building a software business where your software is a deep sort of technical platform and you need full fine-grained control over everything that you're doing, whether it's number of machines you're deploying on, or even the structure of the actual machines, or getting bare bones, or figuring out that you want to control your scalability in certain ways, then I recommend going outside of Heroku. But other than that, it's just the easiest place to get started, and it doesn't really lock you into anything, right? Because all to somebody who is like me, founder just trying to get started, Heroku is the easiest way to say, I have an idea for software, I've built it. How can I get it in the hands of as many people as possible? It's the easiest way to take it from your computer to everybody that you want to serve it to. So my recommendation is always consider it. It's great from a cost perspective. It's also really great from all the costs that you save by not having to think about administration.